Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm here for something slightly different for me. This is the Would You Read It challenge, and this is kind of a tag that was created originally by @2Brody, and I will leave a link to his video. I was tagged just today, actually, by Weston from Weston Hearts Words, and I will leave a link to their video. Normally I would not do a tag in such short order after being tagged, but I was so intrigued by this tag and I thought it looked kind of fun. It's kind of one of those open-ended tags that you can do a lot of different things with, and I also needed a Vlogmas video, so I thought that I would just do it because I thought it looked like a fun kind of video to do. And like I said, this is kind of an open-ended tag where you can do a lot of different things with it, and the idea behind the tag is to gauge whether or not you would be interested in reading a book based just on the first sentence and nothing else. And so the rules for the tag, such as they are to pick a set of books, and you can pick them based on any criteria you want. They can be from a certain genre, a certain kind of author, a certain time period, so on and so forth. Then what you need to do for the tag is to read the first sentence out in the video, and then give the title and author, but nothing about the plot in the video. And then at the end of the video to decide on whether or not you are interested in reading the book, or to kind of get from the audience whether they would be interested in reading the book. The way that I've decided to kind of do the tag is the books that I've picked are all books that I am already interested in reading, so that part of it is sort of irrelevant on my end. But I am interested to hear what you all will think of these first sentences, and I'm just curious to know whether, based only on the first sentence, you would read the book. And so what I'm going to actually do is, rather than reveal the title and author after I read each sentence, I'm going to reveal all the title and authors at the end of the video after I've read all of the sentences without any sort of comment. So that way you will kind of be able to get your opinion of that first sentence sort of unadulterated by what the title and author is. And what I've done in terms of picking the books is that I've picked all fiction books. And the reason that I've done that is because next year, my plan is to read only fiction, with certain limited exceptions. I'm going to read only fiction, with a focus on novels, but of course I'm open to short story collections as well. And that's mostly because I do tend to gravitate towards nonfiction. If you look at my reading over the past several years, I have read probably 2/3 nonfiction to 1/3 fiction. And I've always kind of wanted to be more of a fiction reader and to be a better fiction reader, because I think I'm a much better evaluator of nonfiction than I am of fiction. And I feel like a year of reading only fiction would be a great way to just sort of dive in headfirst, immerse myself in the world of fiction, and hopefully kind of grow a little bit as a reader of fiction. And also read some fiction books that have been on my shelves for a long time, or that I wanted to read for a long time that have just sat unread. And so I've picked only fiction books, and they're fiction books that I am deeply interested in already. So I think I might read them next year. But I'm just curious to throw the first sentences at you and see what you all think. Maybe you'll recognize some of them, I don't know. But anyway, so I will end the preamble and I will get to the books. I picked 7, so here we go. So the first book's first sentence is, "Last summer, in a season of intense heat, Jim Burden and I happened to be crossing Iowa on the same train." Well, that's the first book. Second one. "What I should like to do is to weave together different tales in this Milesian mode of storytelling, and to stroke your approving ears with some elegant whispers, as long as you don't disdain to run your eye over Egyptian paper, inscribed with the sharpened point of a reed from the Nile." First sentence number 3. "Ships at a distance have every man's wish on board." Sentence number 4 is something of a doozy, so hold your horses here. "Dear friend, now in the dusty, clockless hours of the town, when the streets lie black and steaming in the wake of the water trucks, and now when the drunk and the homeless have washed up in the lee of walls, in alleys or abandoned lots, and cats go forth high-shouldered and lean in the grim perimeters about, now in these soothe-blacked brick or cobbled corridors, where light wire shadows make a gothic harp of cellar doors, no soul shall walk save you. First sentence number 3 is, Tayo didn't sleep well that night. Kind of the antithesis of the last one. The first sentence is, I could hear them out in the kitchen. Also kind of the antithesis of that fourth one. And the final one is this. Early this morning, 1st of January 2021, 3 minutes after midnight, the last human being to be born on Earth was killed in a pub brawl in a suburb of Buenos Aires, aged 25 years, 2 months, and 12 days. Alright, so that's the last sentence. And now I will reveal what the books were. So the first sentence that I read was from My Antonia by Willa Cather. The first sentence was The Golden Ass by Apuleius. The first sentence was from Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. The fourth one that was a real mouthful was from Sutri by Cormac McCarthy. The fifth one was from Ceremony by Leslie Marmon Silko. The sixth one was from Where I'm Calling From, Selected Stories by Raymond Carver. And the last one was from The Children of Men by P.D. James. So yeah, I'd be curious to hear which of those sort of interest you, which one of those most interested you just based on the first sentence. Yeah, do let me know. I think the 3 that I was the most into was the one from Sutri, which was the real mouthful of a one. The other one was Their Eyes Were Watching God, which I thought was just really enchanting. And then the last one was The Golden Ass, which I feel like had kind of a humorous undertone to it. So, and I like that, and I believe this is supposed to be a comical novel, so there you go. But anyway, so let me know what you think of these books, whether you would consider reading them just based on those first sentences, and give me your feedback in the comments. And anyway, I will leave it at that, and talk to you all soon.